Hello, student. Welcome back to Orator Academy. Today, we are going to discuss our next chapter, that is social responsibility of business and business ethics. It is very important to understand business and business ethics and what are the responsibilities they have toward the society. We can understand these particular activities and the responsibilities from the society's point of view. So, first of all, we have to understand, we have to know about what is the responsibilities of a business, and later on we will discuss its ethics. But before understanding the business and its social responsibility, we need to understand the basics of the business and what kind of responsibilities it fulfills toward the society. So let me help you to understand its basics. Business is an integral part of a society because it uses society's resources and serve people's needs through goods and the services. Therefore, activities of a business affect not only its owner but also employees, customer, supplier, the government, and the communities. So, business is definitely a part of a society in which the business use the resources and serve the people with the goods and service that they design, that they produce. And the activities of the business not only reflect its owner, but also affect its employees, its customer who buy the product, its supplier who supply the raw material to the owner or the business, and the government who control the business and its activities, and the communities in which a business usually does work. So this is the business, and there is a certain kind of responsibilities that the business has to discharge towards its employees, its customer, its supplier, and the government and the communities. So we will understand about these kind of social responsibilities of the business and its ethics. In the past, businesses mainly focus on the earning profit. However, with the growing public awareness and the changing social expectation, business enterprises are now expected to contribute to the welfare of the society while pursuing economic objective. So this broader responsibility is known as social responsibility of the business. So this is how your social responsibilities toward the societies is fulfilled, and in this particular business, or in a particular business not only focus on earning profit, they have to follow some of the social responsibilities towards the society, towards its communities, and they should focus on the welfare of the communities, welfare of the societies, while pursuing their own economic or profits centered objective. So this responsibilities is known as social responsibility of the business. So social responsibility is somehow just equal to the welfare of the society, because you are, or the business, following the social responsibilities. So social responsibilities not only refer to profit earning, but also refers to welfare of the society by providing goods and services, by providing them certain goods and services against which, or against it, society do not have to pay anything, but the business from its own pocket, business from its own expenses should provide this kind of goods and services that will definitely enhance the welfare of a society in a particular manner. So once you understand that the welfare of a society is increasing, so it means that business is paying attention toward the society. Business is not only increasing the benefit of a society, they are following their responsibilities toward the communities, and somehow they are increasing or enhancing the community and its standard. So this is all about the social responsibility of the business, that the business has to follow, that the business has to complete along with the profit motive, profit objective. So in the next point, I will help you to understand the social responsibility of business and in what context it will be more important. So social responsibility refer to the obligations of a business to make the decision and undertake the activity that contribute to the welfare of a society while achieving its business objective. So, basic means of social responsibility is the obligation of the business. Obligation in the sense what actual business has to provide society in terms of welfare, in terms of more important increment in their say benefit, increment in their say living standard, increment in their say lifestyle, right? So this kind of obligations might be fulfilled by the business. Apart from this, a responsible business does not limit itself to earning profit. It also considers the impact of a business, impact of its decisions on the customer, on the employees, investor, environment, and a society as a whole. So social responsibility extends beyond the compliances with the legal requirements. It includes the voluntary efforts made by the business organization for the benefit of the society, even when such actions are not legally compulsory, right? So for a business point of view, they do not have to fulfill the social responsibility towards the society. They do not have any legal obligation, legal formalities towards fulfilling the social responsibility, and they do not have to abide by these kind of legal requirement. They just have to make the effort on their own to provide benefit to the societies. So social responsibilities does not make a make the business or the organizations very much compliant to their social responsibilities. They just have to follow this kind of obligations on their own. They just have to fulfill and to make the effort on their own. They just have to provide welfare to the society on the behalf of their own discretions, right? So this is the basic mean of social responsibilities that the business can fulfill without any legal requirement, without any compulsory or mandatory aspects. So social responsibility is important apart from earning the profit. Next, we are talking about what is the need of or need for the social responsibilities. Business enterprises interact with the many groups such as consumer, employee, shareholders, suppliers, and the communities. So their decisions influence the quality of life of these groups, as I said before, because as a responsible organization in terms of community, in terms of society, you are providing a quality of life to your employees, whether they are being part of society, whether they are being part of your organizations, whether they are investing in your company as a shareholder, whether they are supplying the raw material as a supplier, and the community as a whole. So, their decision influence the quality of life of these groups. Therefore, business are expected to operate responsibly and contribute positively to the society. So, understanding the meaning of this need for a social responsibilities, you are specifically are designed to provide the quality of life to the human beings in the society. So this is your main objective of providing a social responsibility or fulfilling your social responsibilities. So there has long been a debate regarding the whether the business should only maximize the profit or also the serve broader social interest. While opinion differ, several arguments have been presented both in a favor or against the social responsibilities. So let's understand what are the arguments for the society. First, justification for existence and growth. Business exists primarily to satisfy the need of the society by providing or producing goods and the services. Profit is important, but it is should be viewed as an outcome of serving the society effectively. So by fulfilling the social obligations, business strength the very foundation of their existence and the future growth. So, from the business point of view, it is their prime responsibility is to fulfill the need of the society, just not only just providing the goods and services, but they should also provide kind of services, kind of qualitative goods that will enhance the quality of life of the communities. So, by fulfilling the social obligations, business strengthens the very foundation of their existence and the future growth. Next is your long-term interest of the firm. And enterprises that earn public trust through the responsible behavior develop a positive responsibilities, reputations. So customer, employees, investor, government authorities are more likely to support such organization, leading to the sustained growth and profitability in the long run. So if you are working in a particular firm or organizations, so organization should build its trust through their responsible behavior toward the society, because they are not just earning the profit, they have been designed to provide qualitative goods, and this will help the society to build the trust with the particular company or organization. They as an organization, you have developed or build the trust from their responsible behavior. So, from the customer point of view, or from the employees, investor, or a government point of view, you are likely to support the society or the communities by your behavior, or you are following the very responsible aspects of your journey, responsible aspects of your business. Business business is usually does is business is usually done on the behalf of the goods and services that you provide to the community. But apart from the goods and services, a business has to provide very different kind of services in terms of quality, in terms of benefit, in terms of their basic point of view in which the society can fulfill their dream and their requirement. Right. So, so the business should try to enhance their responsible behavior, and this will definitely build the trust in the eyes of the customer, in the eyes of the employer, investor, and the government. So this will help the organization to sustain for a long period of time, and they can continue to lead on a path of growth and a profitability in the long run. So this is important fundamentals of the business, and it is a very good argument in the favor of the organization. Next, avoidance of the government regulations. When the business voluntarily discharge their social responsibility, the need for strict government intervention decreases, responsible conduct reduces the likelihood of additional laws and regulatory restrictions. So once you understand the role of a business, and definitely it will help the business to discharge their social responsibility. So this kind of requirement will definitely create a need for a strict government intervention. But once the government observe that the business is fulfilling its social requirement, social obligation, they do not have to intervene in the organization working. They will definitely observe business requirement, business responsibilities. So they will continue and help, providing a support and help to the organization. Once the government understands, the business is continuing its social responsibilities. So, so being an organization, if you are having a responsible behavior toward the society, towards the communities, then definitely it will reduce the likelihood of additional laws and regulatory restrictions that will be imposed on the organization by the government. So once you have a responsible conduct, it will definitely help the organization from the government point of view. Next is maintenance of a society. A stable and orderly society provide a favorable environment for a business operation. By contributing to the social welfare and addressing the community's concern, business help maintain social harmony and reduce conflict that could otherwise disrupt the economic activities. So once the organization is fulfilling its social responsibility, then definitely it will help the society to maintain its favorable environment from the business point of view, as well as society is getting more and more benefit from from the organization. So business will definitely maintain a harmony between the society and its economic objective. Business will continue to maintain the social harmony, and it could serve their economy by producing more in goods and services and generating the profit. So in this way, both the objective in which the society will be benefited and the economic activities will be more flourished will be attained. So in that case, if you want to maintain a society, then you have to think from the society point of view what else you can give them as a benefit, and this will definitely help them to sustain for a long period of time from the society point of view. Next, availability of resources with the business. Business organization possess financial resources, skilled manpower, technologies, and managerial expertise. These resources can be effectively utilized to address social issues and contribute to the community's development. This is a very basic argument from the business point of view. Business should have more resources so that they can develop the goods and services. They should have a more capital, more skilled manpower and technologies, and to definitely manage the expertise from the business point of view. And this kind of behavior from the organization point of view, when they are reflecting their resources, manpower, technologies, and the manager expertise. So same resources might be utilized to address the social issues, and they can contribute to the community welfare and the development. So once the resources that is being utilized from the business point of view, the same resources might be used from the social perspective. So this is fundamental from the business point of view, and the resources can be utilized in a different manner as provided by this particular example. Next, converting the problem into opportunities. Many social problems create opportunity for innovation and business development. By finding the practical solution to the social challenges, business can generate value for society while also creating new avenues for the growth. So this social problems can create some more opportunities from the business point of view, and the business can innovate and can develop new product and service from for the society and will increase the welfare in the economy. So this practical solution will give them social challenges, but business can generate more value for the society while also creating the avenues for growth and the opportunities. And the more business opportunities might be there if they are able to control this kind of situation, and they are able to generate more goods and services which might be benefiting to the communities and increasing the welfare of the society. So converting the problem which are existing in the economy, which are existing in the societies, and make them opportunities from the business point of view definitely help the organization and continue for a long period of time. Next, better environment for doing the business. A healthy, educated, or economically stable society create a favorable condition for the business. When business participate in improving the social conditions, they indirectly strengthen the environment in which they themselves operate. So once you are dealing with the society, once you are producing the goods and the services from the society point of view, then definitely you are giving them a better environment for sustain. So once you are giving them a better environment to sustain for the communities, then be uh, it will come to you in a very good business environment for doing the business, because society will build the trust, society will build the more responsible behavior towards your business, towards your goods and services that you are providing to the society and the communities with a qualitative manner. So this will create a better business environment for doing the business for the organization point of view. So in this case, it is a very good to help the society, help the communities while providing very good kind of product and services, and concerning different issues or the problems that might be converted into an opportunities in the upcoming future. And this problem will definitely help the organization to generate more advanced technology, more advanced product and services that will definitely help the society. So this is how the helping the society or discharging the responsible in a favor of the society may create a better environment for doing the business. So this is your point number 7. Next, point number 8, we are considering responsible responsibilities for a social problems. Certain social or environmental issues such as a pollution, unsafe working condition, and unfair employment practices arises partially from the business activities. Therefore, businesses have a moral responsibility to participate in solving these problems instead of leaving the entire burden to the government and the society. So this is very fundamental, and the social problems are many, and there should be consideration, and that problem should be handled by the particular organizations, whether it's related with the environment, whether it's related with the pollution, whether it's related with the working condition of the employees, and sometimes unfair employment practices. So these kind of problems arises on a different period of time. So as a businessman or as an organization, they should have a moral responsibility to participate in solving these problems instead of leaving the entire burden to the government, who will take care, who will definitely provide a social benefit. But business should also focus this kind of problems in a very particular manner. So this all about the argument that will allow the social responsibility should be discharged in a favor of the society by the organization. Next, we are considering our corporate social responsibilities. After understanding and learning the social responsibilities, what do you mean by corporate social responsibility? So corporate social responsibilities refers to the continuing commitment of the business organization to contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life of employees, their families, and the societies. So corporate social responsibility definitely will provide a commitment from for the society point of view. They will continue help the society or providing them a different goods and services at different period of time. Apart from these, they are also solve the different issues related with the environment, pollution, and sometimes they are dealing with the unsafe working conditions and unfair employment opportunities. So they will continue these kind of situation and try to find out a solution for the same. This will definitely help the organization to build the economy, and they definitely help the society and improve their quality of life along with the social and the profit motive the organization should maintain for its long-term existence. So corporate social responsibility is a definitely long-term commitment that the business can provide to the society, and will definitely work in a favor of the economy, and provide a quality of life for the employees and their family and the society. So definitely it will handle and manage the different kind of services over a different period of time in terms of providing quality of goods. And apart from this, they are serving the sometime in a hospital, sometime they are designing shelter in a rainy season or in a winter. So this kind of social responsibility they are also fulfilling. So definitely corporate social responsibility is a very important part of the social organization. They cannot refuse or debar it from the society point of view. They can continue this kind of gestures in terms of the qualities, in terms of qualitative goods or the services that they are providing to the society. So under the Company Act 2013, certain companies are required to undertake the corporate social activities, and their applicabilities may be as follows. CSR provision apply to the companies having net worth of 500 crore and more, annual turnover 1000 crore and more, and a net profit of 5 crore and more. So once the organization having or fulfilling this kind of economic benchmark, then definitely are able to provide the corporate social responsibilities to the society. And what are the important provisions for this? Eligible companies must constitute a CSR committees of the board. It is internal to the organization, definitely, and companies are encouraged to spend at least 2% of the average net profit of of the previous three financial year on approved CSR activities. This will definitely help the companies to spend a certain amount of profit, maybe a 2%, 3% of the previous three financial year. That will definitely if disburse or definitely spend on the corporate social responsibility, and the CSR committee, corporate social responsibility committee, will be designed and constituted by the organization, and the board of the board of directors of this particular committee will definitely make a favorable impact in the society by providing them different solution to the problems of the economy and the societies. Apart from this, CSR activities should generally be carried out within India. Activities undertaken exclusive for employees and their families, not treated as a CSR activity. So CSR should be favor to the society, not to employees and their family. So, if the CSR committee is making payment or discharging some of their social responsibility in terms of helping the communities, clients, employees, customer, or any other. So they are not confined to helping only the employees and their families. They should provide help. They should come forward to provide a genuine help to the society and its related concern and issues. Maybe it's a corporate, maybe it's a environmental issue, maybe it's a pollution, maybe it's a unfair trade practices, maybe it's a employment opportunities. So this kind of more and more social responsibilities in terms of problem should be handled, should be managed, so that this could be very beneficial from the society point of view. And this kind of committee should definitely focus on the other aspects of the society and its related issues. Sometimes the water shortage, water problems might be faced by the society. Sometimes the medical and health facilities are not being provided to the society in a well manner. So these kind of favorable and a socialistic pattern of the societies must be handled by the community, by the organization, and the organization or the committee members should focus on these kind of relevant issues and the concern that might definitely increase the trust among the member of the society, among the people of the communities, and definitely they should benefit it from the all the efforts and all the activities that are done by the community and by the committee and its organization. So definitely corporate social responsibility should be a very important part of the business, and they should discharge these kind of responsibility in a very systematic manner. Next, now we'll understand what are the arguments against the social responsibility, why an organization should not discharge social responsibilities. So first objective is violation of profit maximization objective. Some believe that primary objective of business is to earn profit. Spending resources on the society, social activities might divert the attention from this objective and reduce the profitability. So this is very simple. In a simple manner, this statement, this particular point says that if you are spending the same resources which are available to the organization and the same resources which you want to invest from the society point of view, definitely it will divert the attention from the business to society. So one should not follow the or one should not violate the profit maximization objective. They should only focus on a profit maximization rather than focusing on the responsibilities. Next, burden on the consumer. Social welfare programs often involve additional expenditure. Business may transfer these costs to the consumer by charging the higher prices and making the product more expensive. Most of the people think that if an organization discharge their social responsibilities and its cost and the social welfare cost that they invest, that they make payment toward the societies, definitely this cost will be recovered by the consumer by charging the higher prices from them, and the organization may make the product more expensive, and the cost will be more higher, and the price will be more, and it will be charged by the consumer, because the social responsibility definitely cost to the company, and this cost will be recovered from the consumer by charging higher prices. So the burden is on the consumer, so one should not favor the social responsibility. So this is the point that you can understand. Next, lack of social skills. Business managers are trained to manage the commercial activity rather than solve the complex social problems. So therefore, specialized social institutions may be better equipped to handle such issues. So, business managers should not provide a social responsibility because they are not so trained to manage these commercial actions. They are not so trained to manage these complex issues and a social problem. They are just able to handle the commercial activities. They would not be able to manage the social and related complex issues. But some of the social institutions are also working in the organization, and this type of work should be handled by those social institutions, and the business manager should give them or can provide money and the values to these social institutions who can better handle this kind of issues in the societies. So there is a lack of social skills on account of business manager, on account of organization. They are not able to handle this kind of issues from the society point of view, and they should be handed over to the social institution who are better able to manage these kind of issues from the society point of view. So this is the point that you can understand, and the social skills definitely are not very much important, or are not very much good on account of business or the organization. They would not be able to manage these kind of concern and the issues on their own. So definitely they are able to outsource these kind of activities from the for the social institution. They can provide them some money. They can provide them some value of goods and services, and these kind of goods and services might be given to the very needed people, or helping the society from the different point of view. So organizations should focus on their business as well. Next, lack of broad public support. Many people may not welcome business environment in a social program. Without adequate public confidence and cooperation, business may find it difficult to achieve meaningful social outcome. Next point that will not allow the business to provide their social responsibilities is that business are lacking of a broad public support. Many people may not welcome the business involvement in a social program. Without adequate public confidence and cooperation, business may be find it difficult to achieve meaningful social outcomes. Because these kind of social responsibility, social matter definitely should be handled by the people who are very much confident in handling this kind of problems, and they can provide support, they can provide their cooperation, they can provide their better and manage if network of volunteers to the society who are able to provide good quality of services and goods to the community and members. So definitely, business are not so much trained. They are not able to handle this kind of social obligation, social program. So the people who are very much confident and competent in handling this kind of problem, this should be part of this kind of social responsibilities, and business should take their help, and they can definitely provide qualitative goods and services to the society from their point of view. So this is what the business cannot handle or provide the public support directly to the community and the society. So they definitely take the help of some meaningful social uh, companies or the organizations who are better at handling these kind of issues and the concern. So, an organization who are not able having who are not able to better manage the public support, who are not better managed to having a social skills, and they are definitely creating the burden on the consumer, and who are focusing more on the profit objective. They should not being part of social responsibility. So these are the argument against the social responsibility, and the organization should avoid this kind of social responsibility and related issues. Next, we are focusing on the reality of social responsibilities and how it is helpful from the business point of view. In today's business environment, social responsibility has become a practical necessity rather than merely an ethical idea. Most organizations recognize that long-term success depends upon the maintaining a balance between the economic performance and the social welfare. So here we will discuss some of the factors that will definitely encourage the business to adopt social responsible practices, or why an organization should adopt social responsible practices from the society point of view, and how it will definitely helpful or definitely benefit to the organization. First, threat of a public regulation. Government increasingly regulate business activities to protect the public interest. Responsible business behavior reduce the need for a strict government intervention. The direct meaning of this particular point is that if the organization is helping the society, then government would not intervene in their business activities, or vice versa. It means government should definitely intervene if the business is not following their social responsibility in better or protect the public interest, then definitely government will take interest. Definitely government will restrict their some of the economic activities from the society point of view. Second, the pressure of a labor movement. Workers today are better educated and more organized. Labor union encourage businesses to provide fair wages, safe working conditions, and the employees' welfare. So this is the second important point that will definitely helpful for the organization point of view. An organization should follow the labor movement, and they should provide a very basic environment to the labor where they can get a fair wages, where they can have a very good working environment and the condition, and this will definitely should increase the employees' welfare. So workers are more educated, they are more skillful, and they are more organized. So labor union definitely uh, helping the organization as well as they are being part of a society. So labor union encourage the business to provide fair wages, safe working condition, and employees' welfare. So labor unions can part with the management of the organization. They can demand fair wages, safe working condition, and employees' welfare. So social responsibility should be in this kind of in this form, and in this kind of social responsibility definitely uh, increase the trust in the organization. Definitely they will providing a better and more manageable goods and services to the communities. They would be able to manage their own lifestyle. They are continue to work with the organization for a long period of time if they are having a very safe and safe and good working environment. So this is how the social responsibility will definitely help the consumer, employees, and the society as a whole. Apart from this, next point we will go, and this is the impact of a consumer consciousness. So consumers are now more aware of their right and expect quality product, fair prices, and ethical business practices. Business must therefore adopt consumer-oriented policies. This point will definitely help you to understand that how this point will be beneficial for the society point of view. The consumers are now more aware of their rights and expect the quality product, right? They are very known to the fair prices. and the ethical business practices. They know about the business, and business should definitely adopt the customer oriented policies. So consumer is very much aware about their rights, about their things, about the quality of product and services that they can demand from the companies or the organization. So once the consumer is very much aware of their consciousness about the quality of product and services that they demand from the company or organization, they can demand a fair price and an ethical business practice from the organization. So business definitely has to work in a society, has to work for the society and for the consumer who is using their goods and services. So definitely business must therefore adopt consumer oriented policies. They should better manage to organize those kind of policies which will definitely increase the quality and the consciousness of the society as a whole. They should be able to manage and provide the goods and services which might be of a higher standard, higher weightage, and higher value, and this will definitely help the organization to continue their operation for a long period of time, because the customer definitely support all those organizations which are providing and supporting social environment and a social concern. So this is how your impact of consumer consciousness will affect the reality of social responsibilities. Next, we are focusing on development of the social standard. Society now expect business to contribute towards social welfare. In addition to the earning profit, organizations are judged not only by financial but also by their contribution to the society. So this is very important and the normal point that we have discussed. So an organization should not only focus on profit motive, they also focus on the social skills, social benefit of the society. So organizations should not only be good at their performance at by earning more profit and more expansion. They also be part of a society. They also contribute to the society by providing very different kind of services, very different kind of qualitative aspect and standardized services to the society. So they can develop the social standard in such a manner. Next, development of a business education. Modern business education promote ethical values and a social responsibilities, increasing the future managers to consider broader societal interest while making the business decisions. So this particular point will help you to understand that business should definitely understand the educations that should from the society point of view, because the business has to work in a society. If they are having a ethical and important responsibilities to the societies, and they are fulfilling the ethical values and ethical culture, that will definitely help the society. So definitely they will be having a more opportunity to do a business in a particular society, and they will definitely earning more such profit. So modern business should educate or should run the program that will increase the ethical value and the very nature of social responsibilities. They should focus on the education that must be provided to managers in terms of a society and its requirement, and from the business point of view they should fulfilling the such requirement and such and help the and to manage such problems which are very fundamental from the business point of view. So business should focus not only on profit, they should focus more on business educations which are part of the social responsibilities, which are part of the social ethical values, and the business should promote this kind of education in their work culture, in their manager, and the manager should abide by these laws, and they should imbibe this kind of education, and they should understand that without providing qualitative services to the society, we cannot sustain for a long period of time. So this is what you need to understand in terms of particular point. Next, sixth point, Sixth point, that is a relationship between the social interest and the business interest. Businesses increasingly recognize that the serving societies ultimately support their own long-term success. Social welfare and the business growth complement each other rather than being conflicting objectives. So this is you can understand through the relationship that you have between the social interest and business interest. If a business want to increase, if your business want to grow and expand, definitely they should understand the social interest. In the same way, if you are fulfilling the social interest, definitely you have a good chance to be upgraded, good chance of being recognized, good chance of being accepted in the societies, and this will definitely increase the social welfare. And if a businessman or an organization is increasing the social welfare, definitely they are uh, motivating the growth opportunities in their own business. So there is a direct relationship between the social interest and the business interest, and they should not be conflicting at any ground. So social welfare and business growth complement each other rather than being conflicting objective. Next and seventh and important point, development of a professional managerial classes. The rise of professional trained managers has strengthened the emphasis on the ethical conduct and responsible decision making. Professional managers generally consider the interest of the multiple stakeholder instead of focusing society on a profit maximization. So here we will focus on the development of professional managerial class who will definitely focus on the societal issues, definitely work for the society. They will definitely consider more of the social issues, and they will follow or focus on some of the important points written here, like cause of the pollutions and the need for pollution control, and what are the role of business in environmental protection. So these kind of professional managerial classes should be organized, and the manager should be trained on this particular ground. So this will definitely help them to understand why the society is important and how we can contribute in social issues. And in a same concise, fully paraphrase, and this will definitely help them to consider in a very particular manner. So this is the particular situations in which the some kind of professional classes might be organized to train the manager from the society point of view. They should understand that no, profit motive is not only their objective. They should fulfill and focus more on the social objective as well, and they should focus on more qualitative aspects or concern the issues related with the environment, pollution, biological aspects, and very other aspects which is particularly important from the business point of view. So they should focus more on this particular ground. Next, we are going to understand social responsibility toward the different interest groups, and this is very fundamental and important. Business organizations interact with the various groups that either influence their activities or are affected by them. These groups known as stakeholders and have a different expectation from a business. Responsible organization should balance these interests while pursuing its objective. So, as you are working as you are working in the organization, and as a manager, as a trained managers, you have responsibilities toward the stakeholders might be its owner, might be its a worker, might be its a consumer, might be its government and communities, and so on. So this is the more fundamental aspect that you can understand about social responsibilities and its related groups. So first we will help you to understand your responsibility towards the shareholders or the owner, and how you can discharge this responsibility. Shareholder invest their money in the business and expect a reasonable return along with the safety of their investment. So therefore, business should ensure proper utilization of shareholder fund. They should provide a fair and a regular returns through the dividends and a growth in investment values. They should maintain accurate or transparent financial record. They should keep shareholders informed about the company's performance. And last, they should protect their investment through the sound business decisions. So, this is how social responsibilities, not only for the society, but the social responsibility towards different stakeholders in which the owner or the shareholders is also included. Next, the organization should fulfill the responsibility towards its worker, and employees are valuable assets of an organization. Their efficiency, commitment directly influence business performance. A responsible business should provide fair wages and salary, offer safe and healthy working conditions, ensure the job security wherever possible, treat employees with the dignity and respect, provide opportunities for the training and the skill development, and recognize and reward good performance, and promote employees' participations in organization activity, and last, it ensure welfare facilities and social security benefits. So this is the responsibility that the organization should discharge towards its worker. Next, responsibility towards its consumer. What are the responsibility an organization should discharge towards its consumer, and consumers should be benefited by this kind of responsibilities that will definitely is important and will be managed from the organization point of view. So consumers are the foundation of every business. Their satisfaction determines the long-term success of the organization. Therefore, business should supply goods and services of the right quality, charge fair and reasonable prices, avoid unfair trade practices. It provide accurate information regarding products. It honor product guarantee and the warranty, and as it should establish an effective system for handling the consumer complaint. And last, it protect the consumer from hazardous and the defective product. So these are the responsibilities toward the consumer and organization should discharge. Next and last, responsibility towards the government and the communities. Business operate within the society and use the public resources. Hence, they have a responsibility toward both the government and the communities. And these responsibilities should include paying the taxes honestly and on time. An organization should definitely pay tax honestly or on time, and this is very fundamental. It should follow all the applicable law and regulation designed by the government. It should support the government welfare program by paying some amount or by different means. It should create employment opportunities. It should contribute to the community development, and definitely it will conserve the natural resources. It should prevent environmental pollution, and at last, it participate in the social development activities. So these are the responsibilities that the organization should fulfill from the different interest groups, and they definitely focus more on these kind of uh, responsibility and the related aspect. So as of now, you have understood the social responsibility, corporate social responsibilities, and how the organization should discharge their responsibility toward the different interest groups or for the communities and in a different manner. So this is all about the today, and we will discuss some other element of particular social responsibility in the next video. So if you like this video, you can subscribe and you can share this video with other students so that they can be benefited. In the next video, I will help you to understand what are the business and environmental protection, and this will help you to understand this particular point in the next video. Till then, take care and have a nice day.